To charge the eGolf, first unlock the car, then open the door to the charging port. Take the charger and plug it in, and it should automatically begin to charge, but in case it doesn't, press the top button. It's always a good idea to do this anyway. Just press that top button right there, and then if it's charging, that green light will begin to pulse. If it's already charged, it will stay green. In the floor of the trunk is where you'll find the charging adapter that plugs into any normal outlet, an extension cord, a spare tire, and some tools. To unplug the front and rear facing cameras that record every time you drive, simply unplug this from the USB port. The eGolf allows you to visually see how much range you have left. Click Nav, and then from the Nav screen click View, and then on the top of that screen click this icon. It will draw a perimeter showing you how much range you have. This isn't how much range you have to get there and back, it's just how far you could drive on your current range. One of the best ways to extend the range in the eGolf is not to use the absolute extremes in climate control. Go 1 degree up from low and 1 degree down from high. This makes sure that the AC doesn't run at the absolute max all the time and that the electric heater isn't on all the time. You won't be able to tell the difference, but it will save you a lot of miles in electric range. There are 3 different driving modes, each of which have different range impacts. Normal means everything functions as it normally would. Eco is a little bit of range saving, and Eco Plus is the most range saving. In Eco Plus mode, the climate control is completely disabled. Once you drop below 18 miles of range, it will automatically put this car into Eco mode, and if you go beneath 10, into Eco Plus. You can put music on an SD card and insert it into the slots here beneath the CD player if you're interested. To access it, click on Media, click Source, and then select the SD card. This is also where you'd select Bluetooth or other inputs. The auxiliary input is located right here in front of the shifter. You can also charge with this right here, or there is a USB in front of the shifter. Some things to know about driving this car. It has recuperative charging, which means that when you take your foot off the accelerator, it'll automatically start to slow the car down and recharge the battery. By tapping the gear selector to the left, you can change your recuperation levels to 1, 2, or 3. To deselect them, you tap it to the right. For maximum recuperation, tap the gear selector back to B. There isn't a big change on the screen like there was with the recuperation. The only thing that changes on the display is it goes from D to B. That's all. And if you want to go back into regular drive mode, just tap it back again. B will maximize the most amount of recuperation. Every time you take your foot off the accelerator, it'll feel like you're braking. The center console armrest extends outward and back and can also be ratcheted up to different heights. Just select the one that you're most comfortable with, and you can pull it out as well if you'd like. To reset it, lift it all the way up and push it down, and it will go back to its base rest position. There are many different displays available on the instrument cluster. On the steering wheel, the controls on the right side of the steering wheel, the left and right, go through the different menus that you can select to display. When you select one, you can use the up and down keys to go through that sub-menu to find out what else is available to be displayed. Just play around with it a little bit and just be aware that it's all there so that you can get the most use and enjoyment out of driving the eGolf. The volume control is on the left side of the steering wheel, and above that is the cruise control. This button here is for the self-parking or park assist feature. You need to be driving in order for it to be activated, and the vehicle needs to be in drive, not in reverse. When you're in drive and you press that button, on the navigation screen, instrument cluster will give you 2 options. You press it again for the second option. It'll either ask if you want to do a 90-degree back-in or parallel parking. Once you've decided what you want, drive forward and follow the prompts on the screen. Be cautious though. The system, while good, can be a little nerve-wracking. So if you're using it and you don't feel comfortable, just put your foot on the brake and you can take over. Knowing how much range you have left on the eGolf is very important. You can see it here on the instrument cluster in the bottom right of the center screen. Here it shows 100 miles remaining. Over here it shows you how much of that power is available to you. If you get very low on miles, that instrument panel may start to go down. This shows you whether or not the vehicle is charging or what percentage of the potential power you're accessing. Over here on the nav screen, you can go through the different screens and see how much range you have left. You can set up a departure time if you want to have the car climatize itself before you get in. These are all currently disabled. Just be aware that if you turn those features on and the car is not charging, it will use the battery to climatize the car to whatever setting you select.